Welcome back for another video. We've had another batch of the official FPL price reveals and some real shocks in this batch. In this video we'll run through everything you need to know, all the prices and my thoughts. If you missed the video on the last batch, it'll be on screen at the end. Enjoy the video. We'll start with Liverpool. The question we were all asking is what will Salah come in at, and the answer is 13 mil. It's expensive but not surprising, and they start the season with good fixtures, so he's a must-have still. Elsewhere, some huge surprises with Trent coming in at 7.5 mil and Robertson 7 mil. Last season they scored 6.5 and 6.4 points per game respectively, which is equal to De Bruyne. So in my opinion the double up looks worth it at this price point, and I'll be looking for a way to squeeze them both in. We were expecting them to cost 0.5 more each, so it's a pleasant surprise. However, ownership will be high with this in mind, so the double up looks like a good hedge against that and a potential trick for a strong start. Diaz also comes in surprisingly cheap at 8 mil. After his arrival, his expected goal involvement per 90 wasn't par with Mane at 0.7 per 90, and Mane started the season at 12 mil. For me, Salah and Trent are the first two names in my team, and there's a choice between Diaz and Robertson. Despite Diaz impressing in terms of points, Robertson had 7.2 per start and Diaz 5.4, so Robertson's the winner as the third Liverpool asset for me. However, if you fancy the double up in midfield, it does look very good. As predicted, Jota's been reclassified as a forward and he comes in at 9 mil. Not an option with the arrival of Nunez, he also comes in at 9 mil, but certainly one to keep on the watch list. Lastly, Van Dijk and Alisson are two options too for 6.5 mil and 5.5 mil. Last season Van Dijk scored 5.4 points per match, one less than Robertson, and Alisson scored 4.9 points per match. So you can expect less points over the season, but if you can reinvest that extra cash elsewhere, it could be worth it. Let me know your thoughts on Liverpool in the comments, and if you enjoy these price reveal videos, please consider liking it and subscribe to the channel. On to Man United, and after a poor 21-22 season we expected price cuts, which is exactly what we've got across the board. De Gea and the defenders have been cut to 5 mil. For now the defence looks like an avoid, but we'll be monitoring how they look under Ten Hag, as the previous season can be as good as a lifetime ago sometimes, and adaptability in our thinking will be crucial. Fernandez's new price is 10 mil, which is a notch below the likes of Salah and De Bruyne, and we've seen what he's capable of before last season. I feel that if Sancho, Rashford or perhaps Elanga establish themselves as firm starters under Ten Hag, they'll be real gems this season. Their fixtures aren't great for the opening half of the season, so it could be somewhere we look further down the line. Ronaldo's price has been slashed from 12.5 mil to 10.5 mil. We're well aware of his haul potential, with 6 double-digit hauls last season in an underperforming side, including 2 hat-tricks, but he is 37 and he was in and out the starting 11, so he's an avoid for now. On to Wolves, who didn't offer much in attack last season, but they were good defensively. Their 43 goals conceded was 6th fewest in the league after Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham. Salah comes in at 5 mil and goal. He's in the same boat as Ramsdale, he was also 5 mil, but there were starting defenders available for 4.5 mil, which does make more sense. Kilman started 30 games last season, and if Aït-Nouri or Johnny emerge as starters, they offer plenty of attacking threat for the same price. The other player who caught my eye is Neto for 5.5 mil. He missed a significant chunk of last season with injury, but he finished with 1 goal and 1 assist in the final 3 matches. His best season pre-injury was 2020-21, where he scored 5 times and registered 8 assists. Considering the fixtures and the price point, he's one to consider at the moment. I quite like him as a 4th midfielder, with a 5th midfielder for 4.5 mil. This would fit a 4-4-2 well, and big at the back looks the way to go. Or if you try out a 5-man midfield, he's the perfect price for a 5th midfielder. On to Aston Villa, and the trend continues with the cheaper keepers, with Martinez reduced to 5 mil. Cash and Digne both remain at 5 mil, which is excellent news, and they've got 4 great opening fixtures. Cash scored 4 times last season and picked up 3 assists, so he could be an excellent pick for relatively cheap in defence. Failing that, Digne is a very attacking fullback too on the other flank, and he was on some set pieces last season. Coutinho remains at 7 mil, and if he impresses in pre-season, he's a reasonable shout in my eyes for those opening fixtures, and he's an easy downgrade to the cheaper mids we've discussed. Watkins and Ings come in at 7.5 mil and 7 mil respectively, perhaps too high for consideration. Watkins scored 11 times last season for 131 points, and Ings 7 times for 106 points. We're yet to see any eye-catching budget forwards. Bamford looks way overpriced for 7.5 mil, so at the moment it's the likes of Tony and Bumo and Watkins. I read every comment, so let me know what your thoughts are following today's batch. And if you enjoyed today's video, please drop it a like before you go and subscribe to the channel for tons of future content to come. See you soon for the next one.